Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Spruce Sports Central. Today, we're going to be going over my top 20 players to watch in the 2022 NCAA Tournament. Just running through from 20 to 1 for what team they play for, and I'll be giving you my reasons why I have them listed there. Starting off at number 20, we have Davis Roddy of Colorado State. He's been a great scorer consistently for Colorado State. He's played a ton of great defenses, and he's going to play another good defense against Michigan when they play tomorrow on Thursday, and he could definitely score another boatload of points. Number 19, we have Trace Jackson Davis. So we actually saw him last night when Indiana played Wyoming. He dropped 29 points to go along with 9 rebounds. So he put the team, or Indiana, on his back during the Big Ten tournament, and leading Indiana past Michigan and Illinois. I think he could definitely be a player who may be able to lead Indiana even further and allow them to go past St. Mary's. Number 18, we have Johnny Juzang of UCLA. So he did not have a very good season when you compare it to what we saw last March from him. But he did lead UCLA. He was their top scorer. He was a breakout player in last year's March Madness. He led UCLA from the first four to the final four. And if he heats up and gets going like he did last tournament, it's going to be hard to stop the Bruins. Number 17, we have Zach Edey of Purdue. So the 7'4" center is an outstanding player for the Boilermakers. All season, he's been very consistent. It's even more impressive that he's averaging 15 points per game and 8 rebounds when he only averages 19 minutes a game, as Purdue rotates their center spot with Edey and Travion Williams. So I think Edey could definitely have an impact for the Boilermakers during their tournament run. Number 16, we have Hunter Dickinson of Michigan. He had a great season, and you'd be hearing a lot more about him if Michigan as a team had a great season. They just made it in. Yes, they did get the bye. They were I assume they were one of the last byes. However, Dickinson is such a great player. I think he could definitely lead Michigan to the second round past Colorado State. Number 15, we have another UCLA Bruin, Jaime Jaquez. He was UCLA's best player this season. He's extremely versatile. He could knock down a three, play off the dribble, back down into a defender. And on the defensive side of the ball, he could guard literally anyone. He could be a dangerous player, and he can make UCLA an even more dangerous team if he keeps playing the way he has been. Number 14, we have Colin Gillespie of Villanova. So he's a great defender and can also knock down the three. And he's a great playmaker for Villanova, and he could be the key for Villanova to have tournament success. Number 13, we have J.D. Notae of Arkansas. Arkansas is going up against Vermont. He's one of the best pure scorers in the country. He has the ability to hurt you from anywhere on the court. He could single-handedly lead Arkansas to a win on any given day with his ability to drop 30 points whenever. I think he makes Arkansas a very dangerous team, along with Jalen Williams. Number 12, we have Drew Timme of Gonzaga. So Timme and Homegrown, who we'll talk about later, have put Gonzaga as the favorites to win it all this season. Timme's a great inside scorer and could lead Gonzaga to the championship. We saw how good he was last season when they fell just short. He's back looking to do it again, and I think he's a very dangerous player, and it's going to be tough to stop Timme this March. 11, we have Benedict Mathurin of Arizona. So Arizona is loaded with outstanding players, but he had such a great game in the Pac-12 tournament when there was other injuries. He showed what he could do. He led Arizona against UCLA to get the win, and I think he makes Arizona a dangerous team, and he could be another player to lead his team to a championship. Number 10, we have Paulo Banchero of Duke. So he'd love to win a national championship. Well, all of these players would, but he'd love to win a national championship to have his coach, Coach K, go out on top. He's in consideration to go number 1 overall. He could help Duke make a deep run this tournament with his ability to score and rebound, and he's even a good playmaker for Duke. Number 9, we have E.J. Waddell of Ohio State. He's Ohio State's star player. He was in the National Player of the Year race before a bad ending for Ohio State to the regular season. He averaged 20 points and 8 rebounds this season, and he could help Ohio State not go home in the first round again. However, he's going to need a lot of help because a lot of his teammates are injured. And they're playing a very experienced Loyola Chicago team. Number 8, we have Jabari Smith of Auburn. He's a great offensive weapon for the Tigers. Great three-point shooter, also a great free throw shooter. Really hurts it from anywhere. Definitely the potential to lead Auburn to the Final Four. Number 7, we have Jaden Ivey of Purdue. So he's essentially college basketball's version of John Moran. Lightning quick to the basket. Ability to knock down a three, although he hasn't been shooting too well lately. But if he can find his shooting stroke, it will be very hard to stop Purdue. Especially when you combine him and the inside presence of either Travion Williams or Zach Edey. That makes Purdue a very dangerous team. Number 6, we have Kofi Coburn. So he's the best offensive center in the country, an outstanding post presence. He can score a ton of points if you don't have a great post defense, and I think he could definitely help Illinois make a deep run. I think they may be able to make it even past the Sweet 16, past Arizona. I think they have Final Four potential, and I think Kofi Coburn's a big reason why, with how dominant he is. Number 5, we have Chet Holmgren. So how often do you see a 7-footer who can do everything? He shoots 41% from beyond the arc. He's an elite shot blocker, averaging 3.6 blocks per game, and I think he could be a big reason why Gonzaga may end up winning the national championship this year. Number 4, we have Ochai Abaji of Kansas. So Abaji led Kansas all season, led him through the Big 12 tournament, through tough Big 12 competition. And if you don't double him, you're going to have David McCormick on the inside who's going to hurt you there. And I think Abaji could definitely lead Kansas to a Final Four run. Number 3, we have Johnny Davis. He didn't play that well for his standards to close the season, but for any other player, I think they're going to take the numbers he was still putting up at the end of the season. He's a prolific scorer who can definitely lead Wisconsin to a Final Four run, and he makes the Badgers a very dangerous team. Number 2, we have Keegan Murray of Iowa, coming in on a tear after a great run in the Big Ten tournament. He's looking to keep Iowa and his hot streak going, and if Iowa stays hot like this, like they are, watch out. They may end up in the Final Four. And number 1, we have Oscar Sheboy of Kentucky, the most consistently dominant player in the country, a force on both ends of the floor, averaging a double-double for the season. I think he could definitely help Kentucky win a national championship, and definitely lead them to the Final Four. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment. I'm definitely looking forward for the first round to start tomorrow. And like, subscribe, comment. I will see you. I do my best to post as often as I can, or every single day. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.